Girraween, a place of flowers. Girraween National Park is a beautiful, rugged area near Stanthorpe in the Granite Belt region in Queensland, Australia. It is on the border to New South Wales and approximately 250 kilometres from Brisbane. The park is an average of 900 metres above sea level, with the highest peak, Mount Norman, standing at just under 1300 metres. This higher elevation makes for beautiful weather year-round. Summer maximums rarely go beyond 30 degrees Celsius, and winter lows often dip below zero. It is not common, but light snowfall does happen every now and then in winter. Girraween National Park is probably my favourite area in Queensland, despite being very difficult to photograph. The large granite boulders and monoliths are incredible, the mountains are amazing, and the eucalyptus forest that covers much of the park is just pure Australian beauty. This trip was my first time doing a solo 2-night remote camp, and it was perfect. I left Brisbane on a Friday morning at the very end of autumn with everything I'd need in a backpack. 1-person hiking tent, 2.5 days of food, a couple of water bladders, and my Hasselblad film camera. What more could I need? After setting up camp in a quiet clearing near a small dam, I prepared some food and decided to get the Hasselblad out for some evening photography. There wasn't a lot going on in the sky, but I was in fairly dense bush, so that didn't matter.
I still got some lovely light to photograph the stone cottage ruins. The next morning saw me start shortly after sunrise. I started the morning with some photography before making breakfast and packing up to head to the next campsite. It was a beautiful sunny day in southern Queensland, and the track was easy to follow. A large amount of it was a fire trail, before turning into a walking track. The dense bushland and huge granite monoliths made for a lovely walk. I've reached my second campsite on my 2-night Girraween National Park adventure, and this campsite is called South Bald Rock Remote Walkers Camp. South Bald Rock is just up here behind me, and there's a creek just down here to get water. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is fill up my other water bladder, because I've emptied 1 out of 2 already in the last 24 hours. And then I'll start setting up camp. I might hang my tent fly out over the big tree stump to dry out, because it got quite wet last night. And then I'll set up the tent without the fly, and that'll keep that nice and dry. So I might go and fill up my water and then get to setting up. Now that I have everything laid out as best I can to try and catch some sun and some breeze, so that hopefully it can all dry out fairly quickly and then I can get it set up. final morning in the amazing Girraween National Park gave me a relaxing sunrise shoot before packing up